Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here. Well, there is David Villa, a player whose thirst for goals is unquenchable. One of Spain's finest ever strikers, Jim.
Yes, I think his record speaks for itself, Peter. He's far from just a poacher. I like the way he's constantly on the move, creating space for others, and he's got the creativity to play in deeper roles if needed.
Cannavaro is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Good ball, good take. Shapes the shoot! So, a breakthrough already. Roberto Baggio. Oh, nice touch. Otto tries a cross.
Well played and well cleared.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Now it's Totti. Roberto Baggio. Otto. Played in. Rodri with the clearance. He's shooting! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's shifting through the gears here. Nicely weighted ball. Cambiasso. Tonali. Now it's Totti. Totti looking for the run.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space...
And the finish! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Totti actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Italy with the corner, they're first. Scamacca! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pressing high and with purpose. Italy are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Costa Curta. Now he's got space here. Oh, that's clever. Pedri is on to shot a goal! Decent enough try. That has been knocked clear. Italy are looking to go forward now. Can he finish? Sticks it away! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Spain are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Yamal. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Tonali did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Rodri gets rid without sophistication.
Italy are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve.
And the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And now the breakaway. That's a nicely shaped ball. Roberto Baggio. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
And it's Del Piero. Yamal, who does have an assist to his name.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Tries to play it through. There's the shot! Raul. Lovely feet. Tonali, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Roberto Baggio. Could be danger here. Oh, this looks sharp. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Pedri, he's found the way through. He's in a great position here.
Villa really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He is through here. And a chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy.
Goes for a shot! A whisker away from making it 4.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Over to the left. Raul gets into some space. That's a decent clearance. Rodri with the slide tackle. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off. And we're underway again.
Italy really have to pick things up here. Their opponents are going to set up to play on the counter-attack now, which means they're going to have to find ways to draw them out more.
Cambiasso. And it's Del Piero. Scamacca. Balde. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And it's Cambiasso. Passes short and sharp. Tonali. Looking to play him in. Ricky Puig. Roberto Baggio. Tonali. Just eases him off the ball. Cannavaro. Now Costa Curta. And he's picked it up out wide. Can he get it through? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He could be in here. Brought out the best in the keeper.
Spain really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
It's a pretty loose pass.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Raul. Balde gets into a good position. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Cambiasso. And it's Locatelli. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's fabulous. Locatelli. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Totti. Played out to the right. Tonali. Locatelli. And here's Totti. Can he spark a counter here? And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now, can they get him away? That's an imaginative pass. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Ricky Puig. Now it's Villa. And here's Yamal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He has found the way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. David Villa. 75 minutes played. Can he get on the end of this? Neither of these two want to come off second best. Del Piero, and here's Scamacca. Baggio going face to face with his great rival. Now it's Totti. Big chance! No mistake! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So is this the start of a comeback? Raul will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Villa. Balde just loves to go forward whenever he can. Totti is wide and looking to get onto this. And here's Yamal. Gets a good foot in there. Del Piero. And it's Tonali. Threads one in. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Roberto Baggio. That is ended up in no man's land.
Un minuto de descuento.
Out towards the flank. And this is Totti. And he's gone backward here. Oh, it's played into the area. That's that, the end. Italy perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment. The end of the game. Reflections?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this. And
Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve.
It is indeed a heady mix.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I can tell you that I'm a fan of this guy, Christian Romero, described by his national team boss as spectacular. I've always seen him as been brave, very aggressive defensively, but front-footed as well. And let me go into a little more detail on that, because some of the runs he makes are actually quite crazy, and there seems to be a recklessness about it and no order, and he just leaves it to whomever behind him to fill the gap. But I like that in his game.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And it's been real chance! Goal!
Can you think of a better way to have started this game? Talk about how to stamp your authority on things. You've just seen it.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
That's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. He's shooting! A real chance and a real let-off.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Martinez, Alex Molina, Fernandez, played into space.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Messi going face to face with his great rival.
Italy really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Locatelli, whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Martinez. Soule. Messi. Oh, that's a fine interception. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Martinez. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Tagliafico has got himself a free kick. De Paul. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pass somewhat off target. That's a look and place it forward. Can he get on the end? Batistuta! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
Up he goes!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Italy are looking to go forward now. Now it's Keane, spread out to the left.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That should be the goalkeepers, and it is.
Italy clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
cut it out. And here's Lautaro Martinez. And here's... and a chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Sule actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Now it's Keane. Roberto Baggio, looking to be a menace in the final third. Oh, played through for the wide man, and it's made its way to him. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Tonali. Good read, needed to be.
Italy certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Locatelli. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, that looks a decent ball. Sule. He's found the way through. Crossed into the box. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Locatelli. Costa Curta. Tonali. Passing is crisp and sharp. Sule. And he's quick to snatch it back. Now it's Sule. Now, can they get him away? Sule gets into some space. And it's half-time here. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Otto promptly onto that, and that is that. Messi. Now it's Batistuta. Tries to pass it through. Cambiasso. Here's Locatelli. Now it's Keane. Oh, good-looking ball. Romero deals with that comfortably. Sule. Now it's Martinez. Fiore. And here's Totti. Keane. Totti. Climbs up big. It's bounced back off the post. And he's there to belt it away. Argentina are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Otto, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Fernandez. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And he's away. Martinez is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Ball driven towards the far post. Italy have their second corner now. Big header! It's fallen kindly here. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, he certainly reacted quicker than anyone else, Peter. He just couldn't keep his composure in the end.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Threads one in. Lisandro Martinez kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Batistuta, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Keane. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Keane. Oh, no joy this time. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Cannavaro. Costa Curta. He steps in, and that's the end of that. De Paul. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Batistuta. Costa Curta. Odo. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. De Paul. Cannavaro makes the interception. He's on it, can he get away? Looking for options for movement. Tries a shot! Yes, it's there! Italy are back in business! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Italy are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produce something out of nothing.
And the shot!
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Fiore. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And here's Totti. It's out for a goal kick.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Argentina are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Locatelli gets across and deals with it. And it's Tonali. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well, what about it? This is going right to the wire. You can run onto that.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Fiore. Fernandez. Lo Celso. Argentina looking to pass their way through. And it's Messi.
Quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Deep into stoppage time. Tonali. Roberto Baggio. And that could set him on his way. So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So to clarify, extra time will follow.
Ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi che tra poco sul maxi schermo saranno trasmessi gli orari dei treni speciali. Sostituzione per l'Italia.
90 minutes gone and nothing between them still. Italy did fantastically well to force extra time, having been on the brink of defeat in normal time. In fact, you could say they're the better off of the two teams, at least psychologically. That is a little undercooked. Now it's Tonali, and he's in on goal. Cambiasso receives it in a good position here. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Looking to play him in. Nicely worked. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. In with the challenge. Nicely weighted ball. Lo Celso. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped.
Decent chance! Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it! So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So off we go then. What an impressive figure Oliver Kahn cuts.
Yeah, they call him the Titan, Peter, and the reasons are fairly obvious. As personalities go, we're talking big.
As close as you get to goalkeeping perfection. Bruno Fernandes. João Pedro. Probing pass. Tchouaméni kept his eye on it, and he's there. Cannavaro. And it's Musiala. Passing is crisp and sharp. Kukçu. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Nuno Mendes. Neymar. Neymar going face to face with his great rival. Van Dijk. And it's Neymar. And it's Kukçu. Neymar. Tchouaméni to Bruno Fernandes. Tchouaméni. Now to Ram. Now it's Bale. Engages and forces him off the ball. And this is Neymar. Musiala. Well, they've got it again. Oh, nicely intercepted. Nice looking ball. Adams makes the interception. A lack of adventure up to now, just no breakthrough. And here's Bale. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, that's clever. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Cannavaro.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
What a throw in. Thuram. João Pedro. Spread out to the left. And now the breakaway. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ah, good steal, he just read it. Thuram. And here's Bale. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Quick look, then plays it in. Zanetti in once more. It is a corner, and we have our very first corner. Bale! And it's a goal! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So we have the first goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
So what can they make of this? Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Bruno Fernandes was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Batistuta, that's a delicate pass. No way through. Looking for a runner.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Thuram. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Bruno Fernandes. Now he's having a shot! And he hits the net! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He shoots! Just sails past the upright.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Played into space. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Couldn't squeeze it through. And here's Batistuta. Neymar. Thuram. Lovely, now then. Bruno Fernandes. Thuram. Threads one in. Oh, perfectly measured that. Akanji can get it clear. It's their second corner of the game. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. He's found a way through. Ball is over the line.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Bale bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Batistuta. Hazard. That's an imaginative pass. Zanetti deals with that comfortably. And we hit half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Rodez certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. And we are already promptly back underway. Adams trying to keep this in. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Bruno Fernandes. The message is clear, none shall pass. Lovely pass, but can he get... He's had a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are cruising away!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Thuram. No, that's been intercepted. Cannavaro. Great vision. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And it's Thuram. Bale, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Hazard puts his foot on the gas. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Bale. He's in plenty of space here. Valverde wins the duel this time. That's a cute ball.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Now he's got space here. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Thuram. Fiore. And that is a truly outstanding save.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
They've played it short, and he welcomes it in. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Thuram. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Chips it through. Thuram. And it's Musiala. Thuram. Now that's well seen too. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well.
It's Bale! It's run loose. Oh, what has happened here? In he goes again. And how did he not make it four?
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Corner number 3 coming up. Header! That's going to go a long way. And it's Cannavaro. Cannavaro. Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Chance here to counter. Nicely weighted ball. He's picked his way through. Now it's Thuram. Bruno Fernandes. Lovely feet. Now, can they get him away? And he's there to belt it away. "75 minutes played. Here's a real chance! It's in! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, and that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom, and to wish you all a very good evening.
Hello everybody, and please join me in wishing a happy wedding anniversary for one of our fan club members.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway.
For me, Peter, Albert Ferrer was one of the very best defenders of the 1990s.
And of course he played in that most famous of all Catalan dream teams.
Yeah, not one of its most glamorous members maybe, but definitely one of the most important.
Mathias Cunha. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Villa, looking to play him in. Chance here to counter. But they've got it again. David Villa. Oh, nicely intercepted. Mathias Cunha. Raul. Now it's Kokchu. Knocks it into space. And it's Belletti. In towards the back. He rises! Well, now in for the pieces! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Villa really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
That's a nicely shaped ball. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Chouameni. And here's Raul. Out towards the flank. Raul. He has a look out. Tries a shot! Goal! Manchester United! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Barcola. And reclaimed it in a trice. Bruno Fernandes. David Villa, he is onto this. Tries to pass it through. Albert Ferrer makes the interception. Chouameni, Kokchu. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Good ball, good take. Barcola was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's managed to get free. That's very neat. Musiala. Now it's Mathias Cunha. Oh, shooting chance! Barcola. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Raul. Kokchu. Manchester United finding their passes. David Villa. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Now he's got space here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now it's Mathias Cunha. Now it's Villa. Mathias Cunha. He's in plenty of space here. David Villa. That's a cute ball. Nicely worked. That is good alertness. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Raul looking to add to his goal. Now it's João Pedro.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Raul engages and forces him off the ball. Cannavaro. Rodri. And the pass is intercepted. David Villa. And this is well. He's found, shoots! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's in! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Manchester, off he goes! He will be livid with himself.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
And that has not gone well. And he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And that's really well manoeuvred. Threads one in. Matches Cunha. Tura goes for a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Punched away. And that is expertly dealt with. And the whistle goes for half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Rodez really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Changement. Le numéro 2. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 16.
That's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
João Pedro. Now it's Villa. Can he get it through? Thuram, he's shifting through the gears here. Thuram really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Bruno Fernandes tries to play it through. Quick look, then plays it in. Matheus Cunha.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
João Pedro.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Now it's Matheus Cunha. Defending was strong and firm. Chouameni. Barcola. Now it's Villa. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's an imaginative pass. Zanetti gets a foot in here. Musiala. And it's Musiala. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Oh, no joy this time. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Rodez clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He has found a way through. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kukçu. It's Belletti. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. David Villa providing an outlet on that flank. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. David Villa aimed beyond the defence, played into space out wide. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, played through for the wide man. A header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Barcola. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Matheus Cunha. Lovely feet. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That's the keeper's ball. And that is as far as they're going to go. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Great vision. That has been cut short. Distributed tidily. João Pedro. Thuram. Oh, well measured. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Barcola. A probing pass. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. He won't be happy with that one. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Matheus Cunha. He's had it taken off him. Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
David Villa. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Belletti. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Changement en cours.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. Kukcu. And it's Chouameni. Now it's Barcola. Well seen, saw that coming. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Oh, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the